Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome to the channel Make Studies Easy. So in this video we'll be doing the chapter of physics with pressure. So this is the outline of this chapter, which is pressure. We'll be seeing it. So firstly, what is pressure? Pressure is a force acting per unit area at right angles to a surface. Firstly, we need to understand what pressure is. Pressure is the force acting per unit area at right angles to a surface. Pressure can be calculated by using the equation pressure is equal to force divided by area. SI unit of pressure is pascals or Newton per meter square. And pressure can also can also be measured in kilopascals. 1 kilopascal equals to 1000 pascals. Now there is an example question, which is the base for a statue rests on level ground. It is made from stone and is 2 meter long, 2.5 meter high and 0.80 meter wide. It has a weight of 96,000 Newton. Calculate the pressure. So if we see, what was the formula? It was force divided by area. So if we see, base area hit the ground, which is length into breadth. Length into breadth means मतलब के um, how long is the length and how wide it is. So if we multiply it, so we get which is the area, we get 1.6 meters square. So as pressure equals to force divided by area, so the force we have is 96,000 Newton divided by 1.6 meters square. We get 60,000 pascals or 60 kilopascals. Pressure act on an object depends on two things. How much force is applied to the object. If higher force applied on an object, the pressure act on the object will be more. How big or small the area of the object on which force applied. If the area of the object on which force applied is more, the pressure act on the object is low. And if the area of the object on which force applied is less, the pressure act on the object is more. Everyday examples of how pressure varies with force and area. Increasing pressure by reducing the area. There is an example of the area under the edge of the knife's blade is small. The area under the edge of the knife's blade is small. Beneath it, the pressure is high enough for the blade to push easily through the material. The end of the pin is very sharp. It provides great pressure, so the object and so easy to put into objects. But see, the area is very less. Reducing pressure by increasing the area. Skis have a large area to reduce the pressure on the snow so that they do not sink it in too far. Then we have the tractors. Tractors have wide tire to reduce the pressure act on the ground so that they do not sink too far off the ground. Moving on, if we talk about pressure in liquids, so in a liquid such as water, pressure does not simply act downwards, it equally in all directions. This is because the molecules of the liquid move around in all directions, causing pressure on every surface they collide with. Factors affecting the pressure in a liquid. The pressure in a liquid depends on depth of the liquid. The deeper the liquid, the higher the pressure. Density of the liquid. The more dense the liquid, the higher pressure at particular depth. Pressure of the liquid doesn't depend upon the shape of the container. Pressure increases with depth, and the pressure at points A, B, C, and D is the same. So, depth and density matters. Calculating the pressure in a liquid. The pressure on the liquid can be calculated by using the following equation. Pressure on the liquid equals to density of the liquid multiplied by gravitational field multiplied by depth of the liquid. So we have a question. A rectangular storage tank is filled with paraffin to a depth of 0.8 meter. So we got the depth, which is 0.8 meter. The density of the paraffin is 800 kg per centimeter cube. We got the density as well, which is 800 kg. Calculate the pressure at the bottom of the tank. So 800 multiplied by 10, or you can take 9.8, which is the gravitational field. If we round it off, so it's 10. 800 multiplied by 10 into 0.8 is 6400 pascals. Hydraulic system. In some machines, the forces are transmitted by liquids under pressure rather than by levers or cogs. Machines like this are called hydraulic machines. In hydraulic machine, the following properties of the liquids is used. Liquids are virtually incompressible, they cannot be squashed. If a trapped liquid is put under pressure, the pressure is transmitted all parts of the liquids. Hydraulic jack. Pressure can be transmitted throughout a liquid in hydraulic presses with hydraulic brakes on vehicles. The figure below shows a simple hydraulic system. Now this is the hydraulic system. The hydraulic system shown above, when the 15 Newton force applied to the piston 1, it provides pressure of 1500 pascals to the hydraulic oil. P equals to force divided by area. Force is 15 Newton and the piston 1 area is 0.01 meter square. So we get 1500 pascals of pressure. This pressure flows through the hydraulic oil and acts on piston 2. As a result, the piston 2 produces the larger output, force of 150 Newton. As pressure equals to force divided by area, so force equals to pressure multiplied by area equals to 1500 multiplied by 0.1, which is 150 Newton. So sometimes hydraulic system is also called force multiplier. So we have an example question. The system shown in the diagram contains a liquid. A downward force of 4 Newton is exerted on piston L. What will be the upward force exerted by the liquid on piston K? So if you see this, a downward force of 4 Newton is exerted on this piston, which is piston L. What will be the upward force exerted by the liquid on piston K? Pressure again equals to force divided by area. So the force is of 4 Newton and the area is of 2 centimeters square. So we get 2 pascals. And if we have to take out the force exerted by the liquid on piston K, so force equals to pressure multiplied by area. We have the pressure of 2 pascals and the area of 40 centimeter square. So we get 80 Newton. Hydraulic brakes on vehicles. The diagram below shows a braking system of a vehicle. When the brake pedal is pushed, the master piston provides the pressure on the brake fluid, and this pressure transmits through the brake fluid to slave pistons. As a result, slave pistons pushed outwards and cause brake shoe to rub against the brake drum. Pressure measurements. This is a barometer. This is called a barometer. Simple mercury barometer is used to measure the atmospheric pressure. The barometer contains liquid metal mercury. Atmospheric pressure has pushed mercury up the tube because the space at the top of the tube has no air in it. It is a vacuum. Normally, the height of the mercury column found to be about 760 millimeters of mercury. Since the value of the mercury column reflects the value of the atmospheric pressure can be expressed in terms of the height of the column of the mercury. So that was it. So that was it. And if you like the video, so do like it, and if you learned something, so do like the video and do let us know in the comments if you want something else also, and do subscribe to the channel for more such videos. And if we do a little recap about the formulas actually, so pressure equals to force divided by area, right? Let me just show you. Pressure, if so there are two kinds of formulas, one are for solids and one are on a liquid. Pressure on a liquid is density of the liquid multiplied by the gravitational field multiplied depth of the liquid, while in the uh, solid, if there is solids, we do the pressure, so that's force divided by area. And if I have to take out the force, so it's pressure multiplied by area. So if you like the video, so do like the video, do subscribe to the channel, and thank you for watching.